morning. This is the Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflection reading for March 8th. It's called Turning It Over. Every man and woman who has joined AA and intends to stick has, without realizing it, made a beginning on step 3. Isn't it true that in all matters touching upon alcohol, each of them has decided to turn his or her life over to the care and protection and guidance of Alcoholics Anonymous? Any willing newcomer feels sure AA is the only safe harbor for the foundering vessel he has become. Now, if this is not turning one's will and life over to a newfound providence, then what is it? 12 Steps, 12 Traditions, page 35. Submission to God was the first step to my recovery. I believe our fellowship seeks a spirituality open to a new kinship with God. As I exert myself to follow the path of the steps, I sense a freedom that gives me the ability to think for myself. My addiction confined me without any release and hindered my ability to be released from my self-confinement. But AA assures me of a way to go forward. Mutual sharing, concern, and caring for others is our natural gift to each other, and mine is strengthened as my attitude toward God changes. I learn to submit to God's will in my life, to have self-respect, and to keep both of these attitudes by giving away what I receive. As Dopey Dave says on Dopey Podcast, this is awful gaudy. Yeah, it's a gaudy one. So, you're supposed to be able to come up with your own concept of your higher power, right? And this higher power is just clumped into the God word, and it says God as I understand him, right? And that's a submission to God, okay? So let's say God's a greater will, God's a greater power, a higher power. Submission to God. Submission to God's will. Shit. I'm knocking everything over on my shelf. Anyway. I hate having to change words and take stuff apart. All of that stuff. Because it should be simple, but it's not. It's not that simple. So first of all, you have to define, what does God mean to you? What does God mean to me? Ooh, Jesus. I don't even know why that's part of it. I don't know why they don't just take that shit out. Because it's too much. It's too much for those of us who don't believe that there's some dude in the sky telling everybody what to do, and then there's no free will. So, God's will, the will of good, my higher self's will. There we go. God is me. But not me directly, me up here. My higher self is God. Okay? So my higher self wants me to be the best I can be, do the best I can be, and see the best in me that I can. Henceforth, if I do that, I can see the best in other people and bring that out, if I so choose to do so, and to not destroy my life. That's what the higher power is. My higher self saying, hey man, you don't fuck everything up. You know what I mean? The cat shut the door. Anyway, so my higher power says, my higher self, submission to my higher self and what I could become was the first step to my recovery. There you go. That works. Works for me. I believe our fellowship seeks a spirituality open to a new kinship with my higher self. As I exert myself to follow a path of steps, a sense of freedom that gives me the ability to think for myself, because now I'm thinking higher than I was before. And that's a higher power. My higher self, what I could be, is higher than me. And it says, um, like if decide to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. Step 3, right? Made a decision. Made a decision to turn my life, my will, over to the care of God as I understand it to be. Okay, good. There we go. Turn my life over to my higher self, my potential, what I could be, what I'm not, what I'm lacking, what I'm doing wrong, right? Okay, let's leave that behind and see what we can become. My higher purpose. And purpose is what anything I choose to give meaning and a goal. So it changes my submission to my higher self, right? Which is what I should do. That's my God. It's my higher self. So strength of as my attitude towards my higher self changes, I learn to submit to my higher self's will in my life. Have self-respect and keep both these attitudes by giving away what I receive. If I learn it, I need to give it away. Yeah. So, that's actually a good one. I didn't like it at first, even when I listened to Dopey do his Dopey podcast, Daily Reflection. You know, I love it. Hey, he thinks that his higher power is Dave. His higher power is the universe, just nature. It's higher. It's true. But men can control nature. Okay, so now that the government can control what nature does, it's no longer a higher power because now it's in the hands of men, evil men. So my higher power is my higher self. My higher self is way higher than any government official or some rich prick who touches kiddos. So that is my higher power, my higher self. And there's magic in it. And spirituality is, spirituality to me is that realm where there is no rules, where we don't know anything. And to tap into it, I have to go to extremes. I have to starve myself. I have to go without water and food and be in pain, just like Vision Quest from the Native Americans, whatever they are. This wasn't even America. So, and a lot of the ancient cults and the ancient religions and the ancient people, the Druids, my people, they knew there was something we could harness the energy of this world into something deeper and something more meaningful and something beyond our understanding, where we have to be nothing to be touch into it. God is either everything or He is nothing. And I'm starting to see that now. God is everything. Everything. Including you and I. I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for listening. Love you. Have a wonderful sober day.